In order for you to build a company that lasts, a company that is able to withstand the competition and all the environment and the economic challenges here, you've got to have people that will go to hell and back with you and for you. When you begin to connect with them one-on-one, it's not like you control them, you just connect with their heart and they're ready to go to hell and back with you and for you on that. And that's what's needed a lot of times to get this. And there is so much complaining about people's disengaged employees, and we're not taking time to connect with them.
Forbes magazine, we have a stat that is unbelievable. I read it just this morning actually. 70% of the people in one of their surveys said they're not engaged in their job. 7 out of 10 don't like their job.
This is
bad people or bad leadership? I'm going to say bad leadership.
Yeah.
Because I've seen leaders who've taken people without moms, without dads, who grew up in abused situations, who've grown up amongst a bunch of, they've taken like the kind of like the leftover employees and made great things happen.
Right.
An example of that would be the Seattle Seahawks, 2014 champions there?
Yeah.
I read an article that like a third
annihilation. It wasn't even hardly a game.
And I read like a third of their players, I don't know the actual number, but like a third of their players were basically outcasts from other teams or weren't drafted. Unbelievable. And again, you don't need the most talented people to win, you need great leadership to win.
Right. Pete Carroll, the coach there, is really more than a coach. He's a developer of leaders. And that whole process is just so essential to be able to connect with the people that you're with here.
Maxim 17 from our home office here off the coast of Des Moines. Motivation becomes easy when others know you have their best interests at heart.
Right, and it's really related to the previous maxim here. You know, when we built Task, this Tax and Accounting Software Corporation, I made it my heart here to say, listen, when you come on board with us, we're going to pour into you life and soul. We're going to make you a better employee, but we care about you as a person. I remember it was to a point of tears. I remember after going through a leadership training session, somebody that was a veteran person, a really good employee, came and says, listen, Tim, I've gone through your leadership training 5 times sitting through those 16 sessions. He says, I want you to know something, that is not just making me a better employee. I'll let you know here that I was on the verge of divorce, and we used one of your concepts that you talked about, and I began to apply it to my marriage. And by this time she's crying and I'm crying. So, applying this stuff saved my marriage. Well, how loyal do you think that person was? How much do you think that person showed up with all their heart to help get their job done?
I think so much we take work over here and relationships over here. And I can tell you the best business owners I've ever been around, the best leaders, they have found a way where it's like family and work merge almost. And so they treat their employees like family. And they start to say, we're going to do this. As a team, we did that. And that's a big challenge because when you work really hard as an owner, don't get me wrong, anybody watching this, if you're an owner, I know you're part of that 5 a.m. club. I know you're working 70 hours a week. I know you're stressed out. And it's enough, if you're not careful, you want to say, I did this, I did that. Right. But you really want to build that we culture. And I think that happens, like you said here, when others know you have their best interests at heart, people get motivated.